Live from the anarchist district of Seattle and the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, it's the cooking show you know and love, where we don't have a recipe because the recipe is and the recipe is coming from our inspired by spontaneity. It's the Slopstache, and now here's your host, the Slopstache.
Thank you, EJ, so much for that introduction. What a stellar and wonderful producer you are for introducing me in such a regal manner.
Every day is a journey. Every day is a journey into the unknown on the Slopstache here at Slopstache Control, where everything is barely held together through sheer force of will and a lot of cuss words, dropping a lot of F-bombs this morning with the technical stuff. But I think we got it all sorted out, and we're ready to cook. What are we going to cook today, the Slopstache?
I don't know. I have just a smattering of lots of different things in my fridge that are all kind of the same food origin, I guess. But I've got some chorizo mush that Jessica made me a couple weeks back.
And you were telling me that this chorizo is pretty awful stuff. Pretty awful stuff.
Yeah, it includes specifically salivary glands and lymph nodes.
You're making me salivate, but it's the kind of salivate where you are about to throw up in your mouth.
But don't worry, that's just from where the fat comes from.
Ugh. No, thank you.
What was the other one? I think I sent you that picture.
Oh, there was fat cheeks.
Oh,
fat
cheeks
was a good part of that.
That's where the fat comes from. That comes from the cheek.
Mm-hmm.
So that's important. But it was so. I'll say when.
As somebody who has fairly fat cheeks, it does make me cringe a bit.
Because they're going to become a sausage tonight.
We got a big sloppy salute from Munda Skeptical. Big sloppy salute to you, my friend. And Little Overt asked if I'm all packed. I am leaving town tomorrow. I'm leaving on a jet plane.
Where are you going? You gotta talk more about that. Where are you going to go?
Well, we're going to go to Hanoi, Vietnam, where I'm going to mess with my visa, try to get that worked out, because it's been like every 3 months we've had to pay $250 to extend the visa. But what I'm going to see if I can do is I'm going to go to like the foreigner office, and I'm going to try to get a new visa with due to the extenuating circumstances, and that will save me a shitload of money. I'm also going to be updating new merch, which, by the way, we got to talk about if we want to have a Slopstache shirt. Do you want to have a Slopstache shirt? Anybody want to have a Slopstache shirt for about $15?
I'll take a hoodie. Oh yeah,
the hoodies are expensive. We could do hoodies, but they're going to be more expensive because the shipping.
What about a vest?
We could do a vest. Yeah, we could do anything, but I don't know how much demand there is for a Slopstache vest.
For me.
I think maybe Slopstache A-frame T-shirts like the one you're wearing right now.
Oh yeah.
Maybe something to consider.
Yeah, we could. How would it look? Would it just have?
I think it would be. It would have like a like early 2000s style distressed slop stains, and it would say Slopstache, right, with the logo. This logo.
Yeah,
maybe?
But there's that whole mustache logo thing. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Put the slop.
I know it's our logo.
Do you not like the Slopstache logo that I worked so hard to make for you?
No, it's good. I really do enjoy it. I love it.
You're not gonna wear it on a shirt though.
I don't know. Maybe not.
What about the Slopless in Seattle logo?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's pretty good. That's what we'll do. Maybe make a patch.
That's even more of a deep cut. It's like if you're just wearing a Slopstache shirt, people are gonna be like, "What the fuck's the Slopstache?" But if you're wearing a Slopless in Seattle shirt, you have to explain even more. Like, well, Slopeless in Seattle is
that's fun, right?
Is a sub-series of a show that 15 people watch every week.
So just think, you could be one of those 15 people.
You could be one. Well, there's 9 people watching right now. It's because of it's your fault, by the way, Slopstache, because we didn't have a Slopless in Seattle this week. Oh,
yeah, that is my fault.
It is your fault, and I don't forgive you. How dare you, by the way? How dare you think that you can take a day off without talking to the producer until what did you give me about a 3-hour notice there on that?
Well, that's true. I gave you a day notice.
You think so?
I think so. Maybe it was.
It's okay. It's okay. It's a strike one.
Mm-hmm.
Strike one, and you get one more strike.
Okay,
and that's it.
Wait, so it's like
Then we put Louise Ruth as the new star.
That is baseball.
You get one more strike, and then we replace you with Louise Ruth. We'll have to do a little rebranding. Yeah. Unless Louise Ruth is willing to wear a fake mustache. And we'll have to check with Louisa.
Only time will tell.
No, how about we just don't have another strike though? By the way, we're not going to be doing any Slopstache lives for the next 4 weeks because of my schedule.
Oh yeah. So I think that kind of solves itself, doesn't it? So this is the last one that's going to happen for a while.
The proper comedy beat would have been for you to give me a strike, but you didn't. You missed it. You missed the comedy beat.
Yeah.
So.
Man, you're right. I am feeling rusty. I'm feeling rusty today.
That's why we don't skip days, Slop. That's why we don't skip days.
Oh.
But we're going to skip days. But the good news is, here's the potential good news. The potential good news is that even though we're not going to be having Slopstache, we will be doing Slopless in Seattle's every Monday night at 9:30 p.m. But in lieu of having the Slopstache lives Thursday nights while I'm out of town, it's potentially Slopstache is going to potentially make scripted or pre-recorded videos like he's supposed to have been doing this whole time.
Right.
He might actually start doing this
today. Yeah, so
you're
I
about
took the day off tomorrow.
4 behind.
Yeah, I know. I took the day off tomorrow, so I am gonna knock some out. Maybe I'll have them up. Maybe I'll edit them too.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm not gonna put any. I'm gonna be pleasantly surprised if it happens. Let's put it that way. If you actually start making videos again, that'd be good. I'd be happy about that.
Yeah.
So anyway, you're making these butthole wieners. What are they called?
Yeah. It's called chorizo.
I don't even know if I have any of my. Where's my team viewer? My team viewer is not even open. I don't know why.
No, it's not. You didn't do the right thing, but I can help.
Why did it disconnect? I didn't do anything to disconnect that.
You restarted your computer?
Nobody cares about this shit. This is why we only have 9 people watching. All right. Here we go. I just wanted to switch your camera. That's all I wanted to do.
You could have just asked me to do
what? I've got 2 team viewers open now. I did have team viewer open. I did.
Now it's very efficient, right?
That's interesting.
Oh, this smells awful. Sorry, I just opened the lid in it.
Of course it smells awful. It's awful. It's literally, it's awful. How do you pronounce it? Is it actually awful or is it pronounced awful?
I say awful.
Did the word awful produce the word awful?
No. No, I don't.
Because I always thought it was weird that we say awful, but awful should be good. Like it fills you with awe.
Yeah, because it's full. It's something that fills you with awe.
Yeah,
right? You are full of awe.
But that doesn't fill me with awe. It's just awful.
Yeah, yeah. And so like Jessica did try to salvage
it looks
this.
So gross.
And she went with the sort of the awful flavoring route, which is like cinnamon and like those kinds of spices.
Does that have that like vinegary gut smell? Does it?
Yeah, it does.
I can't stand that. How do you eat that shit?
A bunch of...
How do you will yourself to put that in your mouth?
We're gonna make it taste better. And there's like some mole in here too.
So this is like this is a good COVID economic crisis starvation routine tutorial. This is an act of desperation.
Desperation meal. Well, we're gonna make it good. I think.
All right.
I
Well,
believe that.
if you can pull that off, then you will have earned the name Slopstache.
Thank you.
So let's see
I
what
have
you
a
got.
lot of. Yeah, I got a bunch of other stuff here too. I got some. I hope these aren't moldy. I haven't opened these in probably a week.
What is that? Right?
No,
Refried
it's
beans?
good. Yeah, they're refried beans.
All right.
And they smell fine.
Holy frijoles.
There's some water in them. Yeah, there's some water
Bean
in 'em,
water.
but that's fine.
Did I tell you
Yeah,
a
the
funny
bean
story
juice.
about Vietnamese?
Oh yeah, they drink the bean juice.
No, that's a different funny story, but that is a funny story. No. Do you know the beloved staple of many food cultures called chickpeas?
Yes.
So we went to an Indian restaurant and Luna said she wanted to we were sitting there and we were eating, I can't remember what it was, but it had chickpeas in it. And Luna was eating it and she looked at me and she goes, "Do you like chicken beans?" I laughed so hard. I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" And she was like, "Chicken beans. Don't you like these chicken beans?" And I was like, "Those are chickpeas." And she's like, "In Vietnamese, we call them chicken beans."
I mean, it's the same thing, I guess.
I
They're
laughed
just,
so hard at that. Just the idea of chicken beans. What? But like, so does that mean that it just makes me wonder? Like, does that mean that there's something about that legume that involves chicken somehow? That like two fairly separate cultures would have the same idea of like. Do you know what I mean? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Is it just a coincidence?
We should ask. We should ask the viewers to do this research for us.
Yeah. Does anybody know the linguistic phenomena of chickpeas, aka chicken beans?
Comparative etymology of chickpeas, of garbanzo beans.
I have a question.
Shoot.
How's your poop? How's your poop doing?
That's an awful lot to be putting in your stomach.
How is your poop? I'm asking you now. How is your digestive tract system working? How does it function? How do you feel throughout your gut works and your belly parts? Grant, are you just checking your Facebook again? Like you always check your Facebook about 10 minutes into the stream?
No, I'm not checking my Facebook. I'm checking my plop because I realized I didn't know how my poop's doing. I haven't been really paying attention.
Well, you've been eating all that offal, and you've been drinking all that bean water, so I'm guessing it's been flowing.
Yeah, I mean, things have been pretty steady, it looks like, since Sunday. Sunday, I had sort of a shifted schedule. But, everything looks pretty standard around 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. Daily.
Oh, that's when your pooping time is? That's a pretty wide range. I have to go pretty much immediately.
No, I mean, there's, those are two separate ones.
You go twice in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a one time in the morning pooper, and then one time in an evening pooper.
Mm-hmm.
My poop flows with my, not my, what do you call it? What do you call your sleep rhythms? Your nah. What do you call that? What's that word that means sleep? The sleep rhythms? What do you call those? Your nah.
The sleep rhythms?
When you sleep and when you wake up, and when you sleep and your biological clock, your sleepiness.
Circadian rhythm?
Yeah, my circadian rhythm. My poo-poo is definitely tied specifically to my circadian rhythm. My pee-pee is a problem, though, because I always want to pee-pee mostly at night. I don't really poop pee-pee as much in the daytime. What's that about?
Yeah.
Fix my pee-pee problem. Is there something I can do about that? I know what the problem is.
When do you drink? Do you drink too much water at one time a day?
It's probably my beer. But I only drink non-alcoholic beer. Does that make you pee-pee too?
Yeah, it all does. I think it all does.
If I stop drinking beer, I won't stop pee-peeing?
No, I don't think so. I think that was the right response.
We got a little bit of a solution from Red JTV to our conundrum. The name chickpea earlier.
What is our conundrum?
Wait, what? I'm going to read this again. All I know is that a Latin professor. You and Louisa Ruth have so much in common, Slopstache. Louise Ruth took Latin in college too.
Yeah.
You two are going to be.
Yeah.
If you ever meet in real life, you're going to be talking about food and Latin just all day. It'll never stop. You'll never shut up. And I'll be sitting
That's
there in the
fun.
back, and I'll just be fuming. Like, I don't know anything about
You'll be
cooking or
miserable.
Latin. But
You
anyway,
have
you two
not
will be
learned
upset.
anything from this television show, this podcast.
Oh, I'm
You
learning
have learned
stuff.
nothing.
I'm learning stuff, but
You will
it's
have
not
learned
stuff that's
nothing.
applicable. But I'm about to learn about Latin, I think, or some language shit from Red JTV.
You should just read the comment.
It says the name chickpea earlier shishe pise is a model shish. How would a French person say that? Shish biz. Am I close? Are there any French speakers in the audience? Shish peas.
Yeah.
Piz.
So is this about Cicero also?
No, it has nothing to
Is
do with
this a little
Cicero.
tidbit about Cicero?
It's modeled on French pois chiche, where chiche comes from the Latin Cicero. Oh, from Cicero. What about Cicero? Does he have something to do with chickens or beans or chicken peas?
Yeah, that was his. He was named that because he had a little growth on his nose that looked like a chickpea.
No way.
So they called him.
So this is like a.
They called
This
him.
is wait.
They called him.
Hold on.
Little
So this
Chickpea.
etymology is kind of fucked then.
Yeah.
No, it's not. You're the one that brought up Cicero. The etymology did not. So Cicero just meant chickpea.
Yeah. No,
Scissor.
but Cicero's name means that. Means little chickpea.
But what about chick? That doesn't mean chickpea in Latin, though, does it? Like the word sister doesn't have anything to do with chickens. Sister.
No,
No
but it has to do with the chickpea.
Yeah, but I mean, just. Man, it's so hard to talk to you. So the chickens. The chickens is just a mistake, an accident, because in French, sister sounds like shish peas, and then shish peas sounded like chickpeas to English people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they started calling it chickpeas, but there's really no chicken connection. So maybe the Vietnamese didn't know about chickpeas until they discovered it from French people who colonized them for 200 years, and that's why they called them chicken beans. Maybe they don't have a word for peas, and they don't have a word for chick. They just have the word chicken, and they have the word beans, and that's my guess. That's going to be my
I think
educated guess.
Solid. It's a really solid guess of how that happened. So good, you did it.
Together, we can do anything.
Now what?
You're gonna cook those buttholes?
Yeah.
Those salivary glands?
Yeah, and lymph nodes. And I mean, there's other stuff in here too. Like I said, there's some onion and some potato and some peppers and garlic.
That's good. You moved it so I can't change your cameras again. You got to stop doing that. I'm so tired of it.
Oh well, sorry.
So tired of you. You did it
I
again.
didn't know it. What do you mean?
You
No,
keep
you did
changing the
that.
view.
You did that. I have not. I've been standing here the whole time.
All right. What are you gonna make now? You got that Tillamook. What is that? Cheese?
Yeah, this cheese. This medium
And
cheddar.
you got cream cheese. How many cheeses are you gonna put on that? Is that your
I
solution?
got 3 different. Yeah, it's to add a bunch of cheese to it. I got this cilantro lime spread.
I know
that's
that
pretty
about
good.
cooking. I do know that if you just add a bunch of cheese to things, it'll make it taste better.
Yeah, and I've got some mole sauce also.
Oh man, I miss mole sauce so much. You can't really find that here.
Oh, and I got these olives. I think these would be pretty good.
But they're pitted. There's no pimentos, so you cannot use those to make pimento cheese in a
pinch, which is why I'm using in a pimento. Water in there.
A pimento. If you're, you can use all. Remember.
Skinless Hormel wieners leave the stripping machine and fall onto a conveyor belt system. The wieners are next.
Remember that in a pinch, if you need pimentos, you can buy a jar of green olives and pull the pimentos out. So you can do that if you're in
all
a.
the pimentos.
If you could do that, you could do that. So you can use green olive pits if you're in a piminch. Back to you, Slopstache. Oh, that's the wrong
Skinless
input
Hormel
again.
wieners leave the strip.
That sounded great though. So then I also have these corn tortillas, which I'll also, I think, use as layers. So it's gonna look kind of like a casserole, maybe.
That sounds good. That sounds like it's gonna be
So I'm
disgusting. It's
thinking-
gonna be awful.
So
But how is
I
that a
got these
casserole?
beans. Yeah.
If you, so you're gonna use the tortillas in lieu of the lasagna. Wait, this is neither a casserole nor is it a lasagna. It's basically just
dip.
a
I think
Mexican
that's what-
pizza.
I think that's what I called it.
It's a Mexican
No,
pizza
it's
with
gonna
salivary glands.
I mean, that is true. That is true.
Edelman asked if they
It is
have
like stacks of,
Latin
stacks of
American
pizzas.
stacks of pizzas.
Yeah, stacks of pizzas on top of each other.
That's what a Mexican pizza is at Taco Bell. It's got the tortilla and
Yeah,
it's
but
got
it's like-
shit on it. and it's
imagine
got
like
tortilla and shit on it.
3 of those. Imagine 3 of those stacked on top of each other in a bowl.
That's madness. Can't be done.
It can be done. I'm gonna do it.
We had a question from Edelman. Is there Latin American food in Vietnam? There is, and there's some good stuff. Actually, it makes me very nervous. In Da Nang, there's a very good Mexican restaurant, and there's this older Mexican lady who retired, and she moved to Da Nang, and she opened a Mexican restaurant, and it was doing really, really well before COVID. I'm really worried. I hope they didn't go out of business because it's been rough. But they had some really good, authentic... And her husband is a pilot, and he flies in real Mexican... I guess the flour is very important. I don't know anything about making tortillas or anything, but she said that the flour is very important. And I mean, I believe her because her tortillas are really, really good and authentic tasting. There are a lot of other places. Say what?
Are they corn or flour?
She does both, and you can buy both.
Oh.
Too. But and then there's a lot of other places, and some of them are really good, and some of them are kind of shitty, but most of them are pretty good. There's one place near here that's pretty good, but yeah, there's it's not super common, and it's not the most authentic except for that one restaurant, but it's good. It's good stuff. It does make me miss. It does make me miss like a real Mexican restaurant, though, man.
Yeah, man, I love going to Mexican restaurants in other countries. That might be like anytime I find myself in a place that's not America. That's kind of a fun thing.
It's comfort food. Well, then there's also this place called Taco Ngan, which is really good.
Well, just because like usually everywhere has like I don't know, just a very strange take on.
No, that's what I was about to say. Yeah.
it.
So Taco Ngan is like it's a Taiwanese woman who moved to Vietnam and she makes Mexican food, but she's never been to Mexico, and it's super weird and not authentic at all, but it's really delicious and it's very like fresh. There's a lot of like fresh cabbage on it. Very good stuff. Yummy, yummy.
Yeah, that's fun.
Oh, you're making me hungry, but then you're gonna make me look at all this nasty shit you're about to cook.
You said you were gonna eat beforehand.
Yeah, I had a
Did
bowl
you
of
actually do
cereal.
it this time?
I had a bowl of cereal.
Oh, that's
Boring.
good. What kind of cereal you got?
Corn flakes. And it's got a weird label on it that makes me kind of nervous. It says it's got a picture of a corn on the cob, and it says, "Yes, it's real corn." And it reminds me of that. Like, who's gonna be suspicious about that? I wasn't suspicious until they brought it up. It's like the Tim and Eric sketch for what's it called? The food for like the kids. It's like, what's it called? I don't need your dinner. I've got, what was it called? Do you remember that? Oh, it was like, oh man. But then at the end of it, they're like, it's real food.
I can't remember what that was. That was a pretty good one though.
Tim and Eric food. What was that stuff called? It's real food. Eye Jammer. The Eye Jammer. I should get that as
Is that what it was called?
I should get that as a sound clip for the soundboard for real.
Cinco Toys, the first digital music box with 2 revolutionary dance tones, iJammer and E-Bumper. iJammer's
Oh Hungy, that's what it's called.
Oh, Hungry. Yeah, I was like, that's not the name of it.
It's real food.
That's what we need. We need that clip. It's real food.
Jizzle Jammer.
I don't need your dinner. I am so hungry.
There we go. There's the sound clips of the soundboard. Oh, that's good stuff. All right. You got some cheese there? Is it real food?
Yeah, back to the cheese. This is real food. Back to the old cheese grater.
That's such a perfect line read. It's like so defensive. It's real food. Jessica Gibbons says, "Oh, says that you should save some cream cheese for the last bagel."
I am. Don't worry.
I did not think before I read that comment at all. I was very confused when I saw an American ad for cola saying with real sugar. That comes from, well, you remember the thing where, like, what was the thing about the Mexican Coke? Remember that? What's the deal with that?
Yeah. It's got cane sugar.
Wasn't it like only available in some places and people coveted it? I remember that being a big deal. And then I got it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's good.
And it was like, it was okay. It was good.
Yeah, I might use all this cheese though.
Well,
Why not?
you're not using it on any bagels.
Not this cheese. I got 4 kinds of cheese over here, so I think we're gonna be okay.
You're really putting your back into that grating.
Am I? Can you see it?
It's like I've always said, Slopstache, you are a very grating person.
Is that what you always said? Dang.
It's what I said.
Pretty good. I think half that block is gonna be good enough.
What? You just put cheese in your mouth. I saw you do it on the other camera. You just tried to sneak some cheese in your mouth.
No, I'm just eating it. It's fine. It's pretty good.
You're gonna be full by you're gonna be full when you're finished cooking. You're not gonna have any room left in your belly. That's not true. I know how that is. I'm the same way. I'm a cooking snacker.
I kind of thought about that though. I thought like, if I just keep snacking throughout this whole thing, then I won't have to eat.
That's the ultimate solution.
Yeah.
Red JTV says it's raining heavily there. It's been raining so heavily here in Da Nang. We've been having the monsoon season, and my word, it is raining hard for about 5 days straight now. Yesterday, my studio flooded. That was a rough day. I was like,
what happened?
So I stepped into my editing bay here, and I worked for about 20 minutes, 15 or 20 minutes, because I was getting subtitles for Babylon 5 spin-off series called Crusade.
Oh,
And Luna likes to have the subtitles because she's not a native English speaker.
You're getting ready to watch it? Is that what you said?
Well, we are watching it, and I was trying to find subtitles for Luna. And so anyway, I came into here for about 15 or 20 minutes, and then I stepped out of the office after 15 or 20 minutes into about 3 inches of water. Into the hallway was filled with 3 inches of water. Fortunately, we've sealed off this doorway with a bunch of foam, and that kept the water from coming into the editing bay, so that's good because there's a lot of expensive stuff in here. But like the whole studio and Luna's office got flooded, and like completely flooded with like 3 inches of water, and we had to shop vac it all out. There was and we're on the second floor, so basically the balcony has like a drain plug, and it got clogged with debris that fell, and the whole place just flooded. So yeah, we had to spend like 6 hours. We're still actually dealing with it. We got a lot of mildew to take care of now and shit. Sucks bad.
That is terrible. Yeah. Yeah, I actually just got reminded of that time. I think it was like 6 years ago in Colombia when it rained so hard because of the.
Oh yeah, I was actually I happened to be in Colombia when that happened.
Yeah, I was
Weirdly.
in the basement. I was in my parents' basement, like wet vacuuming, their entire basement up to.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Luna told me not to buy the shop vac that I bought, and she said it was a waste of money. And all day yesterday, I kept gloating. I said, you think this shop vac's a waste of money now, Luna? And she was like,
then
shut
what'd she
up.
say? She'd say
She
yes.
said, shut up and keep working. Keep cleaning the house.
That's good.
This is no time for gloating. And I said, Luna, it's always time for gloating.
It's a perfect time for gloating. So what So I guess what I'm doing right now is I'm just mashing up some mole into a paste from paste. And then I'm gonna add some water to it.
What kind of water? Tap?
Just tap water.
Tap water? Is that
Yeah.
appropriate?
Yeah, but I'm just gonna do it slow, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
So I can.
you've been taking your time.
It looks like. Yeah, I am. I'm
We've
taking
been
my-
talking for about 30 minutes now, and you basically just put some mole in a cup. That's pretty much
Yeah.
all you've accomplished. Oh, you grated some cheese.
Yeah, I grated some cheese too, and I introduced all my ingredients.
This is what we call slow
How's
food.
that look?
Oh, it's pretty good, actually. That's just mole sauce? That's all?
And water.
And water. It's condensed
And I
mole
add some more
sauce?
water. Yeah. Hi. Just letting the water warm up a little. I don't know. Are there any questions? From the, I had the water on the cold setting that whole time. So, what's going on? Anybody have any questions or comments? No. Are you gonna? I was wondering, EJ, are you gonna keep doing your Saturday fitness videos?
Yeah, I believe we're probably going to put them on hiatus for the time being because that's going to require. I mean, I'm not going to have my treadmill while I'm traveling. So you
Right.
got a month off. I know you hated doing those, but you're going to have to start doing it again in a month.
Oh, in a month. Okay, in December, I guess.
November-ish.
But it's it's October now.
You forget what months are.
Sometimes.
You forget what
Sometimes you do.
It's okay. I'm not going to hold you to it for now. This time. So
I think I'm gonna add some garlic to this mole. I'm gonna taste it though first. What were you gonna ask?
I was going to ask, are there any... Louisa Rith wants to ask, are there any lips in those... I'm going to read it word for word. Are there any lips in with the assholes you're turning into chorizo?
Not explicitly. But, which, I feel like it got pretty explicit in the packaging already. So
Yeah. You don't have that packaging?
no, that has been thrown away.
Was the picture you sent me exactly the same brand?
It wasn't the same brand, but it was exactly the same ingredients.
All right, then I will read the ingredients because I happen to have... What the hell? Oh, that's the wrong... I lost. There it is. All right, here we go. It's real food. Oh, I need that. I want that on my soundboard so bad. I got to streamline the process for getting things on the soundboard a little bit more. All right, here are the ingredients.
That workflow.
Pork, salivary glands, lymph nodes, fat cheeks, like me. Chorizo seasoning, paprika, salt, spices, mustard, garlic powder, vinegar, textured soy flour, sodium nitrate. So it doesn't actually mention the buttholes. Do you think that there are buttholes in this?
Yeah. No, I don't know. Maybe I think
You said it
My brain
smelled
just
like
turned.
buttholes when Jessica brought it into your apartment.
when she started cooking it. Yes.
Do all sausages have buttholes in them though? And lips?
I don't think all of them. I don't think that's a requirement.
I don't understand. So how do you cut? I don't know. This is kind of gruesome. But how do you remove a butthole? It's a hole. The hole is an absence.
Well, it's really like a donut. Like imagine like a donut on a.
Oh, I'm imagining it. I've been imagining it since you brought it up.
Yeah, I mean, you just cut that donut off, throw it in the grinder.
God damn it.
Well, you asked.
You asked? Like an ass joke?
Oh, thanks.
That one ends abruptly.
What is that?
This is a reminder. If you're just tuning in for the first time, be sure to give us a like, a thumbs up, if you will, if you're watching us on YouTube. And regardless of whether you're watching us on YouTube or Twitch or Facebook, make sure you also give us a subscribe.
Yeah. So why was I doing this? Do you know?
Huh? Why are you making butthole sausage
Nope.
wieners? Oh no.
What does that mean? That's a fun soundboard.
I pushed the wrong button, okay? Sometimes it happens. What did you ask me what you're doing? Why are you still stirring mole?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's
Explain why?
taking you so long to deal with this mole. It's literally been half the show almost.
Okay, so what I'm doing, like when you make lasagna.
Why don't you
have to have
explain
a-
to me? This is your job.
I'm trying to, if you'll let me. But if you don't want me to, then that's fine too.
Yeah, you don't ask how the sausage gets
You're
made. That's
right.
right, Lowvert.
Yeah, no, you So I'm just putting some mole at the bottom of this pan so it doesn't burn up everything else.
That's oil, not mole.
So-
You meant oil, right?
Yeah, no, I did that too.
You're really inspiring a lot of confidence.
I'm doing both.
It's mole now. When you add oil and mole together, it's mole.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm gonna keep saying shit like that until you start actually hosting this show. So you're the one who's gonna suffer from the viewers dropping.
Okay, so no, I'm just putting some liquid basically at the bottom of this to make sure that it doesn't burn too bad.
I think we should. Louisa Ruth mentioned The Jungle by Upton Sinclair. Maybe we should call this recipe the Upton.
Yeah, we can do that. Go ahead and do it. Just change the name.
No, that's not the name of the video. That's the name of the recipe.
Oh, okay.
We could call it the Upton Stack, or we can call it like a jungle pizza. Jungle pizza. I like that name. I hereby nominate this recipe be called a jungle pizza.
I don't think it's a great name. I'm gonna just.
What are you gonna
that
call
out
it
loud.
then? What do you want to call it?
Mm.
Upton Surprise?
Yeah, I think I do like that better.
And the surprise is how terrible it tastes.
Yeah. So what do you? Okay, I'm gonna ask your opinion on here.
Uh-oh. Opinion time. I'm waiting for the question.
Okay, so I'm gonna put some tortillas in here, right?
Seems like a mistake.
Should I just? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna put one at
Luna,
the bottom there.
Come here. Luna's so
Oh,
sweet. Luna brought food at the worst possible time. I don't want to eat
Why?
anything right now, Luna. You gotta see. Do you know what Slop is making today?
What is that?
He's making a multi-layered taco pizza with chorizo sausage, which sounds pretty good until you look at the ingredients of the chorizo sausage, which includes salivary glands, lymph nodes, fat from the cheeks. Do you know what those things are?
Oh, pork cheek?
Pork cheeks, that's the least gross part.
Mm.
And the salivary glands, which is what makes you have saliva, and the lymph nodes.
Oh my god.
You probably eat it all the time, though. It's probably in a lot of the pork stock. You're getting food all over the floor. I'm going to have to go get my shop vac, which was not... Luna, can you come here and tell everybody publicly that the shop vac was not a waste of money after all? Can you just say that publicly for everyone to hear it?
No?
Because what would have happened if we didn't have that shop vac and we had this big flood we just had? What would have happened?
I would not admit it.
See, she wouldn't have needed it.
Just give it a bite and introduce to...
She said she won't admit it. I mean, it's weird because like
Introduce
I'm
the ingredients.
seeing the
I'll
food
do-
you have, but I'm smelling like buttholes for some reason. Just because
What the hell?
What is
That's
this?
100% vegan.
chocolate seaweed. Is there chocolate in this?
No.
Why does
it's
it look chocolatey?
Dried rice, dry brown rice.
It's a good thing you took. Like, if I just put this in my mouth, I would have assumed it was like chocolate with like Rice Krispies.
Mm-hmm. But it's brown rice.
Brown rice with seaweed.
With seaweed, 100% vegan.
Okay.
You're eating something.
Luna, I've been thinking about buttholes and salivary glands for the last 30 minutes. I'm not very hungry right now.
I admit it. The shop vac was really useful. Thank you.
She said it, folks. She said the slop vac was useful.
The slop vac. That's good.
That's our merch. We sell shop vacs. We call them slop vacs. What were you saying about? Okay, so you threw a tortilla into your mole.
Yeah.
What are those black
I had
spots
to make
on
an
it?
executive decision. Oh, well, because I put this cilantro lime cream cheese on
Oh yeah.
it.
Did you save enough for a
And
bagel?
I'm gonna put this. Yeah, I got this cream cheese over here too.
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
would be pissed
crack an egg. What? Why?
if you only left the boring cream cheese for a bagel. I want that cilantro lime kind.
Yeah, I know. I want that kind too, but Jessica doesn't like it, so it's fine.
Oh.
I'm just mixing up some egg in here. Oh, this is the choose your own adventure part. If you don't put the egg into your leftover butthole slop, then it'll probably be less firm. That's my guess. I'm adding this to make it more firm, like a lasagna. Does that
I've
make
got
sense?
yeah.
Instead
What
of
are you
like
adding the egg for? What does the egg do?
I don't know. Like, just keep it all together.
See, I'm regretting eating that now because it's delicious. That cake Luna gave me is delicious, but it's got this seaweed aftertaste, which is like, just my brain is making me imagine that it's whatever you're doing right now is like what I'm tasting. Oh,
Yeah.
we got some good, interesting chats. Do you want me to read the chats?
Yeah, tell me what's going on.
Il Sinistero said that the butthole is a muscle like a donut, which you kind of
Yeah.
touched on that. You touched on
Yeah,
that,
I said that.
butthole.
Yeah, on that.
Louise Ruth said, I think I could explain how sausage is made. Sometimes folks will use the intestines for the casing. It's called bung for big saucies, and it's like up the street from the asshole. So that's a roadmap for sausage casing. You just got to go up the street from the asshole. I thought that was very well composed, Louise Ruth. So thank you for that poetry. Oh, Red JTV made an It's Real Food clip for us. Thank you, Red JTV. Where can I check for that? The egg keeps the buttholes from becoming loose, according to Louise. I thought that was an urban legend.
No, we're proving it here today.
Okay, I get it.
Oh, when should I put the beans on it? Do you think the
Didn't
beans?
Kevin Spacey do that back in the 70s? We're talking about eggs and buttholes. Oh, what? What are you saying? You're doing what?
I'm trying to figure out when to put the beans on it. Where the beans go?
What beans? The refried beans?
Yeah.
Well, if you're doing a 7-layer bean, how many layers are you doing? You got the first choice is always how many layers you want. Red J put it on the Discord. Thank you, Red J. That was very kind of you. I will
Maybe
definitely
it's
implement
only
that.
okay. So I've got mole, right? That's a layer.
Yeah.
If this is Taco Bell counting, that's a single layer. And
Yeah.
then there,
Taco Bell counting is the most strict counting.
it's like, so there's mole. There is they're basically just counting ingredients.
Yeah.
We got mole. We got corn tortilla, cilantro cheese,
Mm-hmm.
beans. This slop. That's 5 layers. Oh, and I've got cheddar cheese and olives. That's 7,
What's your point?
isn't it?
7. So it's 7 layers. So then how many? Okay. All right. I got it. So you got 7 layers. So how many? So then you got to decide how many tortillas per. How many layers per tortilla? By the way, did you not put a tortilla on the bottom?
Yeah.
You didn't put a tortilla on the bottom, did you? Like on the very bottom.
No. I put the mole there so it didn't burn.
So the mole was like literally like a lubricant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just trying to understand this
A,
conceptually,
a thermal lubricant.
like a thermal paste. If this
Mhm.
were a CPU. All right. So I think you should have no more than 3 tortillas.
I think you are close to accurate. I think that maybe it's 4. I think it
Well,
might
you're the
end up being
chef.
4.
You're the dang chef, ain't you?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for finally recognizing. I'm going to put this in the microwave to
Don't
get
thank
it
me
loosened
yet.
up.
Loosen up that buttholes.
Yeah. See how that does. Gotta do it right. Oh, God.
I'd love to change the cameras, but you freaking keep getting rid of my camera controls, so
Yeah,
I did it.
it's true.
So here's the question.
It's-
What are you doing?
I'm trying to use this microwave. I'm trying to use the auxiliary functions of the microwave.
So, like, I never see people in cooking shows use microwaves. Is that a... Do you feel like that's...
Slopstache. Yeah, no, I think it's what makes this show unique. That's the one thing that makes this show unique. It's that I'm not afraid to use a microwave
Yeah.
on live TV, on national TV.
When do you decide to use the microwave? What's a good use case for a microwave?
If I don't have room on the stove, that's a slop tip. Number 1.
So let's take a look at the Slops stove here.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like you got room there to me. You're literally using one of the eyes on the stove to be a rack for your tortillas. I think you can move those.
Yeah, no, I mean it's all like that. But I'm just saying it's like I'll show you better. I mean there's a whole bunch of stuff down there.
You just made a big ass mess.
Yeah.
All right.
So I don't have room on the stove.
You're the professional, so I just have to trust whatever you say, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's true. I think that is true.
All right. Well, that's pretty good.
But I just realized. Okay, I'm gonna just put a layer of this on here. I've decided. While I wait for the bean. Oh, this is pretty hardy. I might loosen this up a little bit.
Oh my god. It's very... Oh, that sound.
Can you hear it?
I definitely hear it.
Yeah, good.
I'm just sampling out. That's perfect. Okay, I've got a sample now. And it's perfect timing in terms of what we're seeing. It's matching the visuals, so it's multitasking. This is very efficient.
What do you mean? What's going on?
Oh, you didn't hear that? You didn't hear that. That's perfect. It'll be a surprise. It'll be a surprise. I thought you heard that. You never mind. Never mind. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. I thought that you all heard my sound. You didn't hear the sound samples I was just playing?
No.
Oh.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I was just stirring at the same time, so maybe
I'm stirring. I'm stirring. That's from Mr. Show. I am a human soundboard. Because
yeah, why are you wasting your time on that?
That's a very good question. Very good question. Ah, jeez, Louise. What are you doing?
What's wrong?
I'm just looking at what you're doing, and it's making me uncomfortable. I'm not so sure about that.
I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna have some potatoes in it.
That's gonna be a yikes from me, Chief. Do you speak Twitter? Twitterese?
Yeah. Is that yikes from you?
It's gonna be a yikes from me, Chief. I feel dirty after I say that. Well I should.
Why?
Because it's something that only really obnoxious people say. Or I don't know. I say it ironically, so I guess that's not necessarily true. I mean, don't you just shut up. I know what you're thinking right now, and you don't need to say it.
What? I didn't say anything.
You were gonna say I'm. Oh, you're missing so many opportunities to burn me. What the hell? You could have just given me a sick burn, bruh, but you didn't.
Oh, I didn't.
Just forget. You're just. What are you doing? You're so absorbed in that mole, man. You're just like.
Well, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, I'm gonna add some water to this.
What is wrong with you?
I'm trying to get it. It's just I need to get it soupier. So I'm souping it up here.
You've got about maybe an hour left.
No, it'll be.
I don't
fine.
know if you're
all
going to
this
have
stuff
time to dick around like this anymore.
All right, I'm getting going.
Get
I'm
going.
having fun. Dang.
Some of us are having fun.
Yeah, we are.
Wait,
Right?
I lost. Yeah, I am. I'm having fun, but only because I'm also getting like other errands. I'm running other errands while we do this. So now I can do this anytime I want to.
It's real food.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good. I approve. Okay, so now I'm adding some cheese. So you happy? Good grief.
I heard that This American Life episode about buttholes, Louisa Ruth. I'm very skeptical.
Wait.
You know why? Because okay, so here's the deal. So Slopstache, have you heard the story? There's this
I don't know.
there's this urban legend that what? There's this urban legend that that restaurants use pig buttholes instead of squid rings. Have you heard this idea?
No.
Like instead of calamari. Like so because squid is so
know.
expensive, they use pig buttholes instead.
Is
But
squid
so-
that expensive though?
Well, that's what I was going to say is like squid's not that expensive in Asia where there's like half the world's population. Like you could buy a squid here for like the same price as like I don't know. It's cheaper than shrimp. It's cheap. And so my point is I don't think that they would do it. And also they use those pig buttholes to make sausage. It's not like people are not using that shit or they'll make dog food out of it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I'm very skeptical.
Yeah.
What are you putting the olives in there?
That seems like I'm putting some olives on it.
I know, Louisa Ruth, that This American Life does not, quote unquote, take place in Asia. But my point is, how hard can it be to export some squid if people want some squid? I don't know. I mean, but you watched this, you listened to the same episode I did, Louisa Ruth. They didn't prove it. They never proved anything.
Is it a show of proving things?
Is this show a show of proving things or This American Life?
It's American Life.
I mean, they tried to prove it. They went on. They did an investigative report and they failed. They failed.
Okay.
Um.
Okay then. I mean, you showed them then. You won.
I'm curious about the sauce you're using. This cilantro lime cream cheese.
Mm-hmm. Tell me. Go on. Wait. What do you want to know?
What kind of lime is it?
It
what
is
we're talking about?
delicious.
What does it taste like?
I don't know. It's very
Is it
delicious.
sweet?
Though.
Is it sweet or is
No.
it savory?
It is. It is neither sweet nor savory. It's fairly neutral.
But it has
in
acid
that-
in it,
It does. It has acid and salt.
so that would lead me to believe that it's salty,
Yeah. I guess
or
you're right.
maybe it's Gatorade-y. Is it Gatorade-y? Like salty and sweet?
I mean, kind of. Yeah, salty and lime.
if you are very
Salt
thirsty, would you eat
Salt and
that?
sour.
Would you just shovel that in your mouth if you're very
would.
thirsty?
I think it would.
Is it isotonic? Is it isotonic cream cheese?
Does it? Yeah, maybe.
That'd be
What does
great.
it mean?
Like, that's the next thing. Yeah, after a hard day of working out, I like to grab for a bucket of isotonic cream cheese from Gatorade. Gatorade cream cheese. It'll make you sweat. How's that for a commercial?
That was pretty good. How
Could
do
you
we start making this stuff? I feel
could
like
you
we
do a
could really
better
sell
one? Could you do a better one?
it. No, actually, that might have been perfect. Well,
Am
can we
I-
just go ahead and
Clip it and ship it.
just send that to print?
All right. Think of
So-
calamari in Omaha, Nebraska, or Laramie, Wyoming. You can freeze squid. In fact, it's easy to buy frozen squid.
I like how mad you're getting about this.
I just don't get. I don't know. I don't buy it. I'm not buying it.
I mean, why would you?
Look, every pig has one asshole. Okay, like think about this for a second. Okay, just think about the logistics. Think about the logistics
one
of this.
squid's got like
Every pig has one
like,
asshole, and a squid has like so one squid's worth of pig assholes would be like literally 20 pigs, 10 to 20 pigs, depending on the size of the squid. And I'm just not buying it. I just don't think that that's more efficient to kill 20 pigs, and you have to like collect them all somehow. I don't think that they're collecting this stuff. Like they're not like very delicately, surgically slicing out the pig's asshole and then like putting it into a vat, and they're just like collecting them very carefully. I think they're cutting that shit out. They're hacking it out, and it's terrible to say this. I'm sorry if this is disturbing anybody. That's what they're doing, and then they're throwing it all into a pile, and that stuff just gets ground up and they use it to make sausage. I don't think that they're like delicately cutting out these like little perfect circles of pig buttholes to make fake squid. I just don't buy it. I need to see proof for something like that.
Do you want to see the proof though?
You slice the asshole super thin. Well, you've never eaten squid, apparently, Louisa Ruth. That's not how you eat squid. You're not having like paper thin squid rings.
So I got a real question for you, EJ.
What's that?
If you could pull yourself away from the pig buttholes for a minute.
See, you know that's hard. That's difficult, but I'll try.
I know it's hard for you.
All right.
So I've run into a logistics problem
Uh-oh.
here, I think. So you can see the
Jesus
the tortilla.
Christ. I'm gonna fall over.
You know, I got some good layers. Oh wait, I could maybe move it over to the camera.
I got it. Hold on. I got you. All right. Oh yeah.
So I
okay.
got some layers. Right? I got some layers.
Yeah.
But
I
it
see that.
doesn't go all the way to the edge. Do I fill in the edge or do I just let it sit like that?
I might
Exposed. Exposed on the outside.
What's the
I'm gonna
problem?
cut the
What's the
outside.
problem with not having it go all the way to the edge? I think it's fine. I don't think it needs to go to the edge.
Okay, you're the boss.
I mean, I'm just thinking of a Mexican pizza, and it's like a stack of pancakes.
Yeah, you're right. So I'm setting the oven to 425. I've decided.
425
I'm
degrees
gonna
Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit?
Yeah.
We are using
Yeah.
Fahrenheit degrees because we are in the United States of America. And we like the Fahrenheit degrees system for our stove.
The driving you.
I cannot figure out Celsius ever. We've talked about this. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's just it's very yeah, we absolutely have.
I try and
What
I
do I
fail.
put on top of this?
What are you gonna put on the
I
top?
put the beans
What's on
on
the
top?
tippy top? Think about a
the
Mexican
beans.
pizza. They put cheese on the very top. You gotta put the cheese on the very
trying
top.
to figure out what goes next. I'm just trying to figure out what goes next. It's the beans.
Don't you
I
have
remember.
any other ingredients you can add? This is so much like a Taco Bell item. It's just like the same items over and over again. It's very repetitive.
Yeah.
What about some
Well, I got some
freaking?
olives. So green
I was thinking
olives.
you need to put something spicy on there, Captain.
Like what?
Some salsa.
I've been adding spice. Oh, salsa is a good idea. Why didn't I do that at first?
Some spicy chunky
Should I,
salsa.
maybe I'll add that on top. Maybe I'll add that on top.
Yeah. Salsa and cheese on top.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So I got plenty of that. Oh, and I got some chips too. Ooh.
That's a good. There's a good. Ancom Gamer Girl kind of raises a good point. Like, are we talking about cop buttholes? Or are we talking about like porcine buttholes?
I mean, we were talking about the animal for sure, but you know,
I
it
usually
becomes
have-
a lot less distasteful when you think about it as, you know, a law enforcement officer.
Pimientos. You could put some pimientos in there. Oh, do you have some of those peppers? That would actually be pretty good. Do you have any of those peppers left?
Yeah,
Those roasted red
Those
peppers? Why don't you slather some of those on top of those beans right now?
All right. I can do that.
This would, oh my God, this is
Through
almost
this.
becoming appetizing to me, but then I keep thinking about those buttholes.
Yeah, you don't know
And
what it's gonna.
And the salivary glands and the lymph nodes and the fat cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, why do they have to body shame the pigs?
Wait, what am I getting out of here?
I don't know.
The
Yeah,
salsa?
peppers,
No, the
red
pimentos.
peppers. And get the salsa.
Hey,
They're not pimentos. They are roasted red peppers.
they are. Many apologies. Whew. Mm-hmm.
What do you got? What kind of salsa you rocking there?
I got some salsa verde.
Ooh, that's gonna be nice
it
and
is.
disgusting looking. Oh, I love that stuff. I've had that before.
That's true. Yeah, it's
That's
real
good
good.
stuff. Oh man, I miss tomatillas. It's hard to get a tomatilla in Vietnam, especially during these COVID times.
This is a real big one. I think I'm just gonna put this right on top.
You're not gonna chop it up. You're not gonna slice it into paper thin slices like a pig butt.
I don't think I need to. I think I just need to open it up.
Oh, look at that. That's pretty.
Like that. Thanks. I did it.
Looks like a little ruby.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it does. I guess you're right. I'm gonna put some cheese on top of that.
Do it. I dare you. Is that it? Are you done?
No, I think I'm gonna put one more doodlebug on it. One
Oh
more.
man, how many doodle bugs do you gotta do? Doodle bug.
Do one more tortilla, right?
Hey.
It's gonna taste good.
You know when you go to like Walmart and they have the bags of like shredded taco cheese? What kind of
Yes.
cheese? Is that just cheddar? What is a standard taco
I mean,
cheese?
Like the Mexican blend, if you will.
Yeah, what is that? I'm curious.
I just assumed that it was cheddar. Maybe it's mozzarella too, but that
What
seems.
kind? Let's. Oh, I have an idea. What kind of cheese
Maybe it's Monterey
do
Jack.
they use in tacos? What kind of cheese is best for tacos? Oh, oops, wrong button. I don't know how to fix that. I pushed a button on my mouse I've never pushed before. Okay. What kind of cheese is best for tacos? Depends on what. Oh, don't give me that. I want to know what's the best. Quora, December 12th, 2015. What is the best cheese for tacos and why? If you absolutely have to have cheese on Mexican tacos, what is this? What is this negging? Mozzarella is your best bet.
I
I
want to
see.
interrupt you for a second.
Original Mexican tacos have no cheese. What are you going to interrupt me about?
Well, just because I actually, one of my greatest joys every morning is reading the Quora digest that I get in my email.
The snarkiest site on earth.
Yeah, it's great. I just spend, minutes of my morning laughing at that. It's good.
It's where people go when they're too snarky for Reddit. When they're like, these people on Reddit are too chill. They go to Quora. If you absolutely have to have cheese on Mexican tacos, mozzarella is your best bet. Be advised that original Mexican tacos have no cheese. None. JC and Christopher Fordham are right. However, flautas or tacos dorados do. Well, that's a taco, isn't it? I don't know. Am I being a dick? I just think it's a taco, right? I don't know. Just a sprinkle of cotija on top.
It's just this person just does not need to have that strong of an opinion about it.
I mean, I get if it's like, there's nicer ways to say it, I think, and it doesn't have to be combative. I don't know. Am I wrong? It could just be like, just so you know, authentic Mexican tacos usually don't have cheese on them. There are some that do, like the tacos dorados. They do.
But
just a sprinkle of cotija. But most do not. And if you want to have some cheese on your tacos, then I recommend mozzarella. How about that? Is that too hard? Is that... I don't know.
Too hard. I can't...
I mean, maybe people... I don't know. I'm trying to give benefit of the doubt here.
Use much of them.
Maybe there's like sensitivity because it's inauthentic food. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm giving them a hard time. I'm trying to give people the benefit of the doubt here. But you could educate people without ripping them a new chorizo butthole sausage.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm being too sensitive.
Maybe he was making. Yeah, maybe that is possible.
Remember how JBP won the internet with his Quora answer? Jordan Peterson?
What?
When did Jordan Peterson win?
What
Levert, if you could link me up, I'd be very curious about that. I don't remember that happening. Edelman says Quora is boomer Reddit. I think that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Cheese
I don't even
is
know
more
how I got
generally
signed
a
up
white
on this
people.
digest, but it is. Well, yeah, that's probably true.
Louise Ruth says Osaka is the best cheese for tacos. Pepper jack if you don't have allergies. Standard taco cheese is cheddar and jack. Wow, Louisa Ruth knows every single thing about food.
Well, why don't you just have her on the show then?
I might have her the show. If you're not careful.
Hmm?
You
Oh,
might
yeah,
need to
strike
be
two.
careful.
Right.
You're on strike 2. You're on strike 1 right now. You got to stop eating those olives. Those look real good. You're making me jealous. You're giving me jealousy. So I have a question for you,
Well,
Slopstache.
Yeah, tell me, ask me, please.
Has this been a bladeless recipe? This is a bladeless recipe?
I haven't used a blade once.
So this would be a good recipe for people who are afraid of blades.
Yeah, or they don't. Maybe they haven't been able to get one yet or afford it. So you can make this without blades. You can use just spoons and a fork.
It's the bladeless it's the bladeless future. Thanks to patented Slopstache technology, we've made it possible to create a full meal for your family without the use of any blades. Yes, the future is now here at Slopstache Injuries.
Slopstache Injuries?
Industry. There will be no injuries. There will be no injuries if you choose Slopstache Industries. How's that?
That's pretty good. That's catchy.
Tagline?
Yeah, it's real catchy. It makes me trust the company, you know?
We should start a new industrial food processing company that makes
butthole sausages? It makes real food.
Yeah, it makes real food. 100% real food from Slopstache Industries.
So I'm just mixing some of the salsa in with the cheese remnants, to make like a kind of a sauce that I can put on top. Does that sound good?
When you're engineering sauces, what do you think about? What are your thoughts? What is your process?
I think about textures and flavors and how it will melt.
How's that going to melt, do you think?
I don't know.
You're still thinking about it?
Still thinking about it. Still trying to figure it out.
You're like
I think it's gonna get.
You're a food alchemist. You're not a food scientist. You're like the food. You're like the old 13th century person that talks to angels.
Right. I get results. I'll say that.
What is the Slopphilosopher's stone? What are you trying to do? You're not trying to turn lead into gold. You're trying to turn buttholes into a nice meal. It's something incredible. Yes, the mythological edible butthole. Oh God.
So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pour some of this just right on top.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna put a little dollop of it in the middle. That sound good?
Describe what you're doing.
I'm just moving this green sauce all around.
Can you use more
Then
adjectives
I'm
and
gonna put
active verbs?
I'm gonna put this. Okay, so I will. I'm transferring this cream salsa sauce to the middle of it, and then I'm gonna put this just all around it. I probably should have put the cheese on top of that, but you know.
Apparently, that cheese,
you
that
don't-
Mexican cheese that I fucked up the pronunciation of, is Oaxaca.
Oaxaca?
Oaxaca.
Oaxaca? Yeah. It didn't sound right when you said it.
I said Osaka.
That's for sure.
That's an interesting
did.
pronunciation of that word. Huaca. Waka. Waka. I'm trying to figure out how that would. Okay, so if I see an OX in a Mexican word, should I assume that that's a who sound?
Well, X's
trying
are
to learn.
sometimes a sound.
Okay, I guess everyone's an expert except for me. I'm the only one who doesn't know how to pronounce X's.
It's true. That is true. I mean, it is factually true. We learned that. You demonstrated it yourself. Right?
I didn't know that they didn't use cheese in Mexican food. I didn't know that. I'm going to call myself ignorant. We went to those. Remember that really like super authentic Mexican place we used to go to in Triangle City in Colombia?
Oh, yeah. We Pueblito.
Yeah, that place was. They used cheese, didn't they? Am I wrong? I'm trying to remember. Maybe they didn't. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think they did.
Maybe you're right. You're right. I think you're right. They didn't because we used to get those sandwiches. What do they call those things?
Tortas.
Those were- damn, the tortas. Yeah. Oh my god. The pig tongue tortas.
That was some good. Yeah,
Cow tongue
beef,
tortas.
Beef tongue.
Yeah, that was
Lengua.
fucking good, man. And I don't think there was any cheese on it.
No, I don't think so. It's sour
Interesting.
cream, probably.
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
Okay, so I think I'm just gonna pour this in there now. Is that right?
What are you asking me for? What are you thinking about doing? Just putting it in the oven, right?
Put it in the oven.
Yeah, dude, do it. Looks good. Looks like it's going to be a nice
Should I take a
butthole
picture of
treat
it?
for your family. Yeah, Instagram it.
I should Instagram this.
Put that shit on Instagram. You better not dox yourself.
Well, with my picture.
I don't know,
with
just
me
your
into
phone
it?
screen. Just be careful. Be aware of what comes up on your phone screen. That's all I'm saying. This is
Yeah, look at
how
all these layers.
You don't realize, folks, by the way, we should do an episode that's just about food photography.
Yeah,
The Slopstache is a professional food photographer.
yeah, as evidenced by my Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Slopstache is on Instagram, even though he never plugs it because he's bad at marketing himself and others. Now, if you could send those photos to me, I could show them to the audience. You can send them to me on Google
Oh, yeah?
Hangouts. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's pretty good.
Or you could just do what you're doing. That's fine too. That looks really good. Yeah, that's disgusting. I love it. Very sloppy.
How's that? Okay, I'm trying to send these things to you, but oh yeah, I guess I'll put this in the oven while we're.
Nothing says loving like slop in the oven.
Do you think I should? I'm wondering if I should cover it or not. I don't think I'm going to.
We did it. We finally finished the fucking prep.
Whew. Yeah, it's good.
Go
Good times.
Slopstache. You did it. You put the food in the oven. Now what?
Thank you.
Now you just have to wait. That's the
now-
thing that I hate about cooking the most.
Yeah. Did I tell you I have an update about Pee Wee, the dog?
Oh, Pee Wee the dog that pees on your food, your
porch.
mat, your porch. Perfectly
Yeah.
named dog. What about Pee Wee, the pee-weeing dog?
He I caught him yesterday.
Uh-oh.
I just sent you a
Did you
video
shake a
of
jar
him.
of pennies at me, Adam?
No, so we've been giving him dog treats.
That's probably why he's
Um,
coming over to pee on your bat every day.
No, he stopped doing it. But we gave him some dog treats, and then he wouldn't take it from us. But I saw him grab it later when I wasn't looking, and then he walked around the yard with it, and then he started burying it in our flower bed, which was, was hilarious. But
Yeah.
but I caught him in the act. I sent you a video
Uh-oh.
of it.
I'm gonna have to check this out. I'm excited. Is it the wait? Where did you send it? How did you send it to me?
On photos, Google Photos, man.
Is it still loading or something?
No, I think it's there.
What do I have to log into Google Photos or something?
Yeah, you got to go to photos.google.com, I guess.
Oh my god, who uses that app?
Lots of people.
Sharing? Is it under sharing or for you? Oh, I got it.
Yeah,
I got it. Okay. Man, that's an annoying thing for you to have done to me. All right, hold on. Just wait.
What?
I gotta do something. Wait, no, stop. No spoilers. All right. Here we go, folks. This is the dog Pee-wee who we talked about last week. Caught in the act.
Pee-wee, what'd you do? Pee-wee, what'd you do?
Pee-wee, why?
Why did
Look
you
at
do
that
it?
dog. He looks so guilty. He knows what he did. Look at that. Guilty. I need a guilty package, graphics package. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pee-wee
What?
looks like a nice dog otherwise. I mean, none of us are perfect. We all have our vices.
Yeah. Oh, so I guess that thing got me. Okay, so I'm done with this.
I guess.
box of
Oh, guess what?
chips.
I beat Louisa Ruth to the draw on something for once with cooking. I said like 20 minutes ago that you should put the cheese on the top so it can brown, and Louisa Ruth just said it like 2 minutes ago. So I actually was faster on the draw with the food cooking tip than Louisa Ruth, the food master or extra expert,
But
good
I already-
type person.
But I'd already done it.
Yeah, because I told you to do it like 20 minutes ago. You don't even remember, but it
Is that
happened.
why?
Subconsciously, I
Is
told
that-
you to do it. It was a long time ago. We can go back to the replay if you want to watch the whole last 30 minutes of this broadcast. We could do that. Nobody wants to watch that, though. None of the 15 people watching want to watch that. Pee-wee is very
Oh, we got
rolly.
15 now.
Did you know that Pee-wee is very rolly dog? Did you think about that when you
Yeah.
talked about this? What is Pee-wee's demeanor? How would you describe the demeanor of Pee-wee?
Mad. Mad and shameful.
I mean, like in general, not just in this photo.
Right. No, that's just all the time. He's either barking or he looks ashamed.
It reminds me of myself. I feel
Yeah,
like I
it
have a
is
lot in
very-
common with this
maybe
animal.
I think that's probably why we get along so good.
Does Pee-wee go on big adventures?
Yeah. Oh man, his brother was over the other day. His dog brother,
Mm-hmm.
who is his real brother. They went on a little adventure the other day, and they went up to the barbershop, and then they ran all of the road. It's true. We watched them.
What? Did they... What? Did they have a caper?
Yeah, they did. They started barking at a rock, and then they ran to the barbershop. It was
Did they get away with it?
yeah, they did. They. I mean, I didn't see what happened to his brother, but Pee-wee came back.
Wow, that's great. I wish I could go
Yeah.
on such
But-
an adventure.
Well, it was good because his dog brother doesn't live here. He lives in another home.
Oh, how do they
so-
find each
so
other?
they just
Do they have to break out to have
Oh.
time with each other?
what?
Do they have to break
Yeah.
out so they
No.
can spend time with each other?
No, I think he was brought in a car.
Like a doggy date?
Yeah.
Do they resemble each other?
No, not at all.
So they're not fraternal.
I don't have a whole lot.
They're
of
not
details.
litterkin.
But I do know that his brother is about half the size of him, and he's older. That's the deep. Those are the
Ancom
details
Gamer
that I
Girl
know.
says that we didn't see what happened at the start of the video. Before the start of the video, what if Pee Wee is innocent?
Oh, I got a lot of other photos to prove that he is not. But also, what I'm not mad at
Were
him.
you? Did you?
I
Did
gave
you?
him a-
Do you have your
I gave
body
him the
cam
dog
footage?
bone.
Do you have your body cam footage? Can you release
No,
your
I
body
turned
cam
it
footage?
off.
Mm,
I turned it off
A
for the
likely
privacy
story.
of people.
a
Don't
likely
you
story.
understand that it's for the privacy of Pee Wee that I didn't have
Mm-hmm.
it on?
Well, maybe if we're lucky,
Obvious.
Kamala Harris will become the vice president of the United States of America and will ban chokeholds, and then Pee Wee can be free. Even though they've already been banned, and cops still use them, and then don't get arrested because of that
Qualified immunity.
Qualified immunity bullshit. Maybe that'll happen. Pee Wee will go free wee that way. If we're lucky. Hey, Slopstache, do you remember my dog, Captain?
Yes.
That dog was funny because I would give him a bone. I would go to the store and buy a big, nice, juicy bone for him. He was very fucked up. He had a lot of like problems, and he would like. Okay, so for one thing, if it rained, anytime it rained, he was like freak out completely, and we had to give him like Valium or some kind. I don't know. They prescribed some kind of like anxiety pills for him. We called them his thunder pills.
Yeah.
And then also, he hated being outside. He hated it if there were no other people around. He would like to go for a walk. In fact, he was one of those dogs where we had to spell out the word walk because he would get too excited if we said the word walk. But then if you put him in the backyard and leave him there, he would freak out and do like everything he could to escape. And then he would like run around the neighborhood because he was so panicked. And last but not least, if I gave him a bone, he would take it out into the backyard, very frantically and anxiously bury it, and then never touch it ever again. Just keep it buried forever. So I stopped giving him bones.
He's saving it for. He's saving it for a rainy day.
That dog had a lot of. He had a lot of rainy day problems. Good dog though. I like that dog. Good Netflix dog.
Yeah. Why?
Just a big old lazy dog. All he really wanted to do, like all he loved to do, was lay on the couch. He was kind of old. He liked to go for walks, but really he loved to just sit on the couch with me. And we would just watch TV. Yeah. Good.
He sounds just like me.
Good companion. Thunderpill sounds like a euphemism for Viagra, according to Ancom Gamer Girl. That's a good joke.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
So I got this pumpkin beer.
Yeah.
Pumpkin oatmeal stout.
I love oatmeal stout.
Yeah, I like them too. I'm not crazy about this though, but that's fine. That is just fine.
Well, if you want it, what's the name of the beer?
What? Flying? It just says. You mean the name of the?
It's the name of the beer. I don't know. The name of the beer company.
Pumpkin oatmeal stout.
By whom?
Flying Lion.
Okay, Flying Lion. If you want us to say nice things about your beer, you're gonna have to sponsor us. So otherwise, we're gonna tell the truth. It's not good beer. Sucks, frankly. To be honest.
It's just fine. It's just fine beer.
I've been drinking this Sagoda alcohol-free beer. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's beer.
So Sagoda, if you want us to say good things about your non-beer, then
get in
call
touch.
us at
We are cheap.
slopstache@gmail.com.
If you want 17 people to be exposed to your beer in a positive light,
sign up to be our patron.
You better be our sponsor.
Can we create sponsorship tiers? Like corporate sponsorship tiers on
No,
Patreon?
we'll do the sponsorships off of Patreon because the fucking platform fees will kill us.
Oh, really?
This is why I'm the producer, man. Come on. Get it together.
Yeah, I need... Okay, yeah, you're right.
Captain was
I got all this mole sauce now. I don't know what to do with it.
Eat it. Put it on a cracker. What does that taste like? Is that good?
It's very liquidy.
Okay. Just soak it into the cracker.
Yeah. There you go.
I don't want it.
Take it.
I don't.
So yeah, do we have any? Do you have any other segments that you want to do, or are you just kind of taking it easy tonight?
How many elements are there in the atmosphere?
Stump the Slopstache. Yes, this is the segment where you stump the Slopstache. Can you stump the Slopstache? Find out by sending us a trivia question, or if you're feeling froggy, you can join us live on the air. I'm going to be sharing a link in the chat right now to a StreamYard URL. You can click that, you can come on the show, you can ask your question live, or you can type it in the comments. That's right, stump the Slopstache. Ask your trivia question immediately.
How many elements are there in the atmosphere?
So what is it? What is the question?
Now we have to. We have to wait. I should set these up in the chat first before I do it on the show from now on in the future.
Yeah, you should.
But
Now you know.
I didn't do that, so that's where we are. That's where we're at. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh. 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 Snack attack. What are you snacking on? What's that snack?
I'm eating a Kellogg's Townhouse Dippers Delicious and Buttery Original cracker.
That looks like a good snack. Man, I forgot how many
There-
kinds of snacks there are in the USA. We have like one kind of cracker ever. What is that one, a flavor?
What kind is it?
Is that a flavor cracker? Show me that.
Butter.
Oh man, I bet that's pretty good. What are you dipping it in? Are you gonna dip it in that mole?
I guess I could.
But you know what? I'm glad that I eat a lot healthier in Vietnam. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I bet you do.
That's for damn sure. How do you like that cracker with that mole sauce on it? You got a massive errant mustache strand. It's to your left. To your left. Yep. You got it?
I don't know.
You need to wax it or pluck
You know,
it.
it kind of tastes like Chex. It kind of tastes like Chex Mix.
Mole Chex Mix? Or just Chex Mix, period. Like traditional Chex Mix.
It's like Chex Mix. Okay, maybe I need to just.
You're weaving it in?
I don't know.
You're
Is
just
it better?
Weaving it in? I don't see it now. I see Jessica's little hand
Nice.
just snuck out. It was all like. What is she doing? She's being so sneaky.
Yeah, she's sneaking into the dishwasher, making herself a little snack.
Uh-oh. Was that another snack attack?
I don't think did we eat dinner? Oh yeah, because I'm making dinner. Right? Yeah, I took the day off today, so I've been just kind of grazing food all day. Get out of here, Russell. What are you doing? What are you doing? Sounds good. Looks good. Yeah, no, yeah, Jess just made a little bit of a pasta salad with some old onions, some very old onions, some olives, some salsa maybe,
Can we get a look at it on camera?
and then some pasta I made last night. Oh, and some. Oh wow. Yeah, and some little
two.
salami bits.
Camera two. Oh, that looks really good, actually. That looks good. That I would eat.
What is this?
Is that the onion?
No, is it mayonnaise?
Whatever was it mixed in with it. It's like fat bits from something that's left over from the onion.
Oh, it's tune.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
It's
Oh
gonna
no,
be-
that's not tomb. It's cream cheese.
Oh, it's cream cheese. Never mind. It's pretty good. Tastes good.
How's it taste on your fingers?
The bit I
What's,
got
the,
on my
what's the
hand.
finger taste? Does it have a good
Watery
finger
and
taste?
salt and salt water. That's a salt water taste to it. This mole is really loose though.
Well, nobody's tried to stump the Slopstache yet. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to engage with us. Look, audience, the show relies on your participation. Okay, we can't just do this shit. We need you.
Listen, we already told him. We're canceling this one. So I don't know. Everyone else checked out. I guess it's just all over.
It's not canceled. It's going on hiatus for 4 weeks.
I think you and I both know what that means.
It means you're gonna get your ass in the studio and you're gonna shoot some real videos and you're gonna edit them. Oh, you switched to a Budweiser. That's like the ultimate insult to that oatmeal stout.
Yeah. Well, it's just
you better get on the ball and sponsor us. Flying, what is it? Flying Lion. Flying Lion.
Yeah,
You better get in touch.
It's not an insult as much as I just didn't want to drink another one.
That's an insult. If you'd rather have a Budweiser than a Flying Lion oatmeal stout pumpkin boy.
Yeah.
Still no trivia questions from our ingrateful
No
audience. These ingrates. Bunch of ingrates. Bunch of degenerates. We're still going to have Slopless in Seattle, Louisa Ruth. We will have Slopless in Seattle every Monday night. Uh-oh. We have a caller. Welcome to the cyber... Oh, we got 2 callers. We're going to have to... Okay. One of you's going to have to wait for a second. Let's welcome to the stage... Ancom Gamer Girl.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
It's Ancom Gamer Girl, everybody.
So, yeah, I had a question.
Welcome to the Slopstache.
Not really meant to stump you, I guess, but like...
Hello.
Can you hear
I
me?
think you messed up the audio again.
Wait, no, I can fix it. I can fix it. Wait. Hold on. I gotta... I don't understand why you can't hear it. Why can't you hear it? You can't hear it?
No,
Can you hear me?
Wait, I can hear you, but Slopstache cannot, and I'm fixing it. I'm gonna use my expertise in repairing, troubleshooting problems to fix the problem.
Expertise in doing a good job. Are you gonna do a good job?
Great job. Yep, there's your problem. Ancom Gamer Girl, can you give me a sound check?
Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing.
Slopstache, you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear that.
Okay.
I can hear it.
Now
Loud
we
and
can
clear.
have a show. Okay. Just start over from the top, Ancom Gamer Girl.
Oh, I had a question. I'm actually part of a local youth climate group up here, and I was wondering because they had talked about doing some sort of like fundraiser, something like that. I was wondering if you had any like suggestions or tips or anything like that for running a fundraiser for our climate action group, I guess.
Well, we are very successful fundraisers. If you don't remember, we did raise, what was it, $500 for the Rainier Valley Food Bank.
Food bank.
So
yeah.
So we do know a thing or two about fundraising.
Yeah, just sing some karaoke.
Yeah.
Do some dabs.
Do some sick dabs. I think streaming is a good way to raise some funds fast if you can find an audience. And I don't even think you could probably put together an audience pretty quick. That's one way to do it during these COVID times. I would be glad to help you, but the problem is I'm going to be out of town for about 4 weeks. So I don't know if I could help you in the time that you have, but if you're doing it, if it's going to last more than a month, I can help you with that. If not, you can reach out. There are a lot of other great streamers who could collaborate with you. You can maybe, I don't know, just talk to some folks that you watch regularly and see if any of them would be willing to help you out with that. That's what Louise Ruth did. Louisa Ruth just emailed me and was just like out of the blue, like, hey, you want to do this? And I was like, okay. And then we raised $6,000 $1,000 for the Socialist Rifle Association
Shit.
in
That's
like
way more
2
money than I
days.
Food Valley Bank.
All right.
Well, we only have. I think that raising $500 with an audience of 15 people is pretty fucking good, to be honest. But yeah, so that was a good thing. That's one idea though. Louise Ruth probably has more information because I think just does more general fundraising. But okay, so Louise Ruth asks you, how much money are you looking to raise over how much time? That's a good question. What are your goals and what's your timeline?
That I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to ask them at the next meeting. We'd have to talk about that a little bit more. But I brought up the possibility last week of doing some sort of streaming fundraiser or something like that, because they're looking for funds to do, which is essentially like a community planting project or a community garden project. Finding certain areas around here to plant different kinds of fruit trees and stuff, that sort of food sovereignty kind of thing.
Yeah. So I think once you find out your timeline and your goal, we could probably help you a little bit more. But basically, like, you're probably going to want to also do some advertising locally somehow. I don't know, maybe go on some Facebook pages for local groups and post things there. You probably want to have a GoFundMe set up or something along those lines, so that you can just collect stuff.
Well, they have
casually.
They have an account with one of the local universities around here, because they're kind of like kind of associated with them.
Yeah.
So they have like their own like little fundraising sort of account. So I'll have to talk to them about it next.
Yeah. If you could somehow hook that up to like a GoFundMe or something, that'd be great. I'd be very happy to signal boost you as much as I can. Me and Luna would be happy to do that. Slopstache could do that.
All right.
But yeah, beyond that, I think it's going to depend on your goal, how much you got to raise, and how much time you have to raise it. But I think the other thing about fundraising is you're not just you could do a double whammy. You could also at the same time be promoting your org and your group and trying to get more volunteers. So if there are, I know that it's COVID, so COVID changes everything, but if you could put flyers in places where people are likely to see them, that might be helpful. It sounds like a pretty general audience kind of fundraiser. It sounds like it's not something where like a lot of people are going to be alienated. Like the Socialist Rifle Association, you have some more barriers, because a lot of people are going to see the word socialist or the word rifle, and they're going to maybe run the other way. But it sounds like what you're doing is very kind of like general audience. So you could probably go all out in terms of flyers, go on Facebook groups, and just
they tend to be
promote the shit
inclusive of like a lot of left-leaning people and a lot of left-leaning liberals and that kind of thing. So that could work.
One other thing you can do is you can do the circuit and just email a bunch of people and ask to do like a 30-minute or 1-hour interview with them on their channels and promote the GoFundMe there and do little micro fundraisers. That's another thing you can do just to kind of spread it around. But I mean, just have fun with it. I think try a lot of different stuff. It's like Louise Ruth says, fundraising is something where you try and see what works. Raffles can be a good way to raise money and awareness. If you can get local businesses to donate shit, that could be good. Do it within the parameters of COVID.
That might actually work.
And it sounds like with what you're trying to raise money for, like that's an easy way to do it. So, I mean, because lots of local businesses will probably want to support that. So, I think you probably have a fairly, it's going to be like what we would call an easy to market product. Sounds like you can get a lot of people excited about that. So just look for strategic relationships and network. And I think you'll do great. And keep us posted and let me know if I could signal boost it at all. And one last question: Do you have a trivia question to stump the Slopstache?
I do not have a trivia question to stump the Slopstache.
Okay, then I have a backup. It's fine. We're gonna land this perfectly. You're gonna teach me how to pronounce the name of that cheese properly.
I believe the proper pronunciation is Oaxaca.
Oaxaca.
Yes.
Did I say it right? Oaxaca.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yes.
Yeah, it's good. You did good. You did a good job, finally. You said it.
All right. Well, I accept your praise, everybody. Thank you very much
wonderful.
celebrating me and my accomplishments. Well, did we answer your question, Ancom Gamer Girl? Do you feel good? Do you feel ready to get the party started?
Yeah. You gave some pretty good fundraising advice, actually. Thank you. I appreciate it.
We appreciate you. Thank you very much. It sounds like a good cause, and I can't wait to help support you with it however I can. And Slopstache, I'm going to go ahead and volunteer to help you as well. So
yeah. Oh, you're gonna help me? You're gonna help me too?
I'm volunteering you to help Ancom Gamer Girl to raise money for a good cause.
Oh, that's not what you said. That's not what you said, though. You said
Slopstache, you know what? You know what?
So
I'm not going to get into this with you right now. We can talk about this later, and I will take you to task. And I will teach you a harsh lesson about life and respect and boundaries, Slopstache. But in the meantime, what?
So we're actually gonna have a meeting outside of the streams. Like we'll actually be able to have a discussion.
We lost Ancom Gamer Girl. I think we made Ancom Gamer Girl nervous and uncomfortable. So thank you for calling us, Ancom Gamer Girl, and remember to stay sloppy. You see, you just alienated our wonderful caller. But that's okay, because we always have a backup caller, and this one is Red JTV. Hello, Red JTV.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, welcome.
I am very interested in your avatar, your user icon. It's a alien with a cat?
Yeah.
Serving up a cat? Looks like Alf over there. Looks like Alf.
Many years ago, when I was like in high school.
An alien life form.
Anyway, I was calling.
What did Alf always? Wait 1 second. I gotta ask
Slopstache.
I gotta ask Slopstache a question about Alf. Slopstache, what did Alf always used to say? Was it like "good grief" or something like that? What did he used to say? And he would go like, "Ha!" Right? Was that Alf?
Yeah.
That said that?
Yeah. No, he did. He did the ha. He did the ha. I don't. Maybe he did say good grief.
Did he say "good grief"? I feel like he said that. And he would say, "Oh, I'm gonna eat a cat." Ha! Right? Is that a good Alf impression I did there?
I mean, yeah, it's pretty good.
All right, we've made Red JTV wait long enough. We'll workshop my Alf impression later. Red JTV, can you please continue with what you were saying earlier?
Anyway, I was calling in with a trivia question, but also I just wanted to plug, like, if we're talking about like climate related like groups and stuff that could potentially do fundraising. I don't know. Mutual aid disaster relief is really good and awesome. Here in the Gulf South, we've just been getting absolutely slapped by hurricanes this hurricane season. Yeah. Anyway,
I heard
have you ever
it's no
studied...
different than it was 100 years ago, though. Sorry,
it's a little worse.
Yeah. I mean, don't we not? It's like Mike Pence. It's like Mike Pence said last night. We don't know what's causing the climate change. We don't know.
Really, so, I mean, this group that you're raising funds for, or that you're championing, I just I hope that they're not against fracking. Because I think that would be a
yeah. Well, as we all know, the bipartisan conclusion is that fracking is fantastic, and we love fracking. That's what we all learned last night at the vice presidential debate. The Democratic National Convention is 100% on board with fracking.
Yay!
It's good news.
We love fracking. Actually, we don't. It's bad.
That's why we're not in the Democratic National Convention. No, that sounds like a great organization. I know that there have been a lot of mutual aid projects like exploding in the South. I know that there's, for instance, also the Black Cross is a new mutual aid organization, and there's the Socialist Rifle Association has an office in South and North Carolina now, which I am excited about. So there's a lot of great things happening, and you're talking about it's called the Mutual Aid Disaster Relief. Is that correct?
Yes. Mutual
Aid Disaster Relief. So check that out, folks. It sounds like a great organization, and maybe Ancom Gamer Girl, maybe you can work together somehow, do some kind of collab. Yeah. I don't know, mix it up.
Message me in Discord or something. Anyway,
network. Get on the Discords of each other's respective organizations. Go ahead, Red JTV.
Have you ever studied like the classics or anything? I know you said you studied Latin. So this
Slopstache
is
studied Latin in college, and so I had to
Yeah.
listen to him
I was a
blabber about
I was
it
a
a lot.
classics major.
okay. Awesome. This is related to my homework, so you might know this.
So it's a
this
trivia
ancient?
question / you're cheating on your homework. Okay, take it
Actually,
away.
well, I'm not cheating. I already know what I'm doing. But who is Phaedra?
Hedra?
Who?
Phaedra, I think is how it's spelled in English. Like Phaedra.
Phaedra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is this character in Greek mythology?
Who is Phaedra?
Man, that is a great question.
If you don't know her
Um,
story, I could give you like a hint or something.
One hint. I would like to phone a friend and get a single hint.
All right, Slopstache gets one hint.
She is the wife of Theseus.
Oh, that's the answer, isn't it?
Right.
Is there more to
Well,
it than that?
Okay, so my answer is
Well,
my
she
answer
has,
is that
she has like
Phaedra
a story
is the
about her.
wife of Theseus.
Yes.
I was-
Well,
Is it my
I
right?
guess
Am I
that's-
right? Did I
that's
get
kind
it
of
right?
the answer. But I just said that anyway.
Right. That was a great hint. It was a good hint that
Wait,
gave me
so
the
did you-
answer.
Did you answer it? What's the answer?
But also,
No, tell me the story.
so
about
we're
know.
reading the play about her, but it's actually in French and it's based off of like classical mythology. And
Mhm,
basically
mhm.
she's like cursed by Venus to fall in love with her stepson, and she is like really upset about it. And we actually haven't finished reading the whole play, but I think like
So you don't know the
it's a tragedy.
It would
so, like,
not be
everyone
classical
dies.
mythology without a healthy dose of incest. So glad to know we're ticking off the boxes on that front.
Yeah. But so it would be like a spoiler if I told you the ending, I guess. Because
The ending is the
that far yet.
I
the
read
Greek
the
civilization
Wikipedia page
collapsed.
about it. I just don't like remember everything. I think like
Yeah, I don't
Theseus. So Theseus had gone away, right? But then he comes back and finds out about Phaedra's like love for Hippolytus, I think is how you say it in English. That's the stepson's name, and he's I don't really remember what happens, but Poseidon like makes Hippolytus's like horses like go crazy and they trample him and he dies. And I think
That makes sense.
Phaedra dies as well. That's
Yeah, all that checks out. I would say that sounds very much accurate. That sounds like the right answer. So,
And as
yeah,
far as
you
I'm
won.
concerned,
Yeah.
it's all Greek to me.
Hey.
That's pretty good. So I guess I should preface that I wasn't a very good classics major.
It's okay. I mean,
I did a pretty poor job.
the segment is called "Stump the Slopstache," so
Well, that
it's okay.
you know what, you did
We're
it. You
here
stumped.
we're here to have fun and learn.
Hold on. I take issue with the idea that I was stumped because I did come up with an answer. If you'll remember, EJ.
No, you failed. You already got the fail sound.
Okay.
It's
We don't
been a
take some
learning
axes here.
experience.
I was also called out for being
Yeah.
sexist because I said because Red JTV said she was so and so's wife, and I said, well, that's the answer, right? Which was sexist. So I will own that.
Right.
But that's how those Greek ancient histories. I mean, you didn't have a lot of. Did you have a lot of strong female characters? I don't know. This is definitely something I don't know anything about.
I
feel like it was
I
like
don't
when you
know.
read like I remember reading the Odyssey, and like
Mm-hmm.
the women in the village were just like all just like wait. It was like they did not pass the Bechdel test. Let's put it that way. You know the Bechdel test.
Well, yeah, no,
Slopstache?
and yeah. But all of the you're talking about all of the women in the in Ithaca. Like they were.
Yeah, they were like
in
sitting around
Odysseus'
waiting for
hometown.
Odysseus, and then he murdered
But
all
they,
the women.
they
That,
weren't waiting, which was the problem, right? They all got murdered because they were not loyal to
they
their
were fornicating outside of
with
wedlock
the suitors.
with suitors.
No, they were fornicating with the suitors of Penelope.
Yeah, and they all got slayed, Sloan.
Slain.
So, well, why are there so
Isn't
many? How are we attracting this audience of everyone that knows about Slopstache knows about classics? Louise Ruth knows about the classics. Red JTV knows about the classics. Am I the only one that doesn't know about these classicals?
Barely.
This classical stuff? Well, Slopstache also barely knows about it, so.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we all just barely know about it and we know nothing about it, which is
I feel like
weird.
I have the better position here.
I
think
were
it's
roommates
better
for a
to-
long time. I don't know how you didn't get some of this, though. I guess I didn't really talk about it that much.
Classic
I did a
Greek
bad job
mythology.
Also. Yeah.
You know more about it than most people I know, and you know all the words. You know all the Greek words.
I do know the words. I
And the
know how
Latin
to
words.
spell them.
Well, it's a dead language. I don't think anyone's going to be giving you a listening test anytime soon or a speaking test. Do they give you speaking and listening tests in
No.
dead languages?
No, we'd have to read poetry sometimes.
But they didn't really care too much about the pronunciation.
Yeah, I mean, there's things that you had to know. There are things you had to know and learn.
Well,
but I guess I should pull this stuff out of the oven, right?
yeah. All right. Well, hey, Red JTV, thank you for once again coming on and stumping the Slopstache. I'm glad that you've defeated my nemesis once again, and you're always welcome to come back with questions that this jerk can't answer. So thank you for joining us again, Red J.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for plugging the Mutual Aid Disaster Relief. Did I say it correctly again?
Yes.
I'm trying to memorize it. All right.
I could probably
We will check that out.
put a link in the chat or something if you'll allow me.
Oh, for sure. Drop the chat. Drop the link. Actually, right now, I think you could see there's a private chat. You could drop it there, and then I'll drop it in all the chats.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying? So, but yeah, we'll say goodbye to Red J for now, and I will share those links as soon as I see them. But thank you once again for joining us. And remember, Red J, stay sloppy. Whoa, look at that. It looks like you knew how to cook something.
Yeah, this looks pretty decent, right?
It looks pretty good. Remarkable. It looks I would remark on that. I would remark upon it. I would look at that and I would say, I would remark. I would say,
Please
that looks like food you can eat.
Does it?
It sure does. It looks super sloppy, by the way. Slopped it up real good.
Yeah.
I want to eat that dollop of cream cheese in the middle. Oh my gosh.
What about this part?
Show me the
Is
layers.
that good? Can you see all the layers?
Oh yeah, I love how it's out of focus too. That's great.
Yeah. Here,
No, that's good. It's like a big, just like a block of cheese on the side. The cheese just all blobbed out. Isn't that cheese?
Do you think I should? Should I do it like a pineapple upside down cake? And
I don't know. It looks so good the way it is, but I think you should eat it the way it is. I think you should get a pizza slicer, slice it up.
I don't have a pizza slicer, but
Can you make one really quick?
I have a knife.
What knife will you use to slice this monstrosity? What are those speed holes on the side? What are those? Blood gutters for the blood to run out?
They keep the onions from sticking to it. That's what the package said.
I don't believe it when I see it. Let's see if any onions. Oh, you didn't put onions in there, did you? That would have been a mistake. You didn't put onions on there, did you?
I did not.
Oh man,
it's cutting real easy through here, though. That's remarkable, and it makes me feel good. Oh yeah, I was actually gonna do some raw onions.
Oh, there you go. Make it stinkier. Yeah. Oh, oh God! You're gonna cut your tongue, son.
No, it's good. Okay, this is something sour in there. Okay. What was I doing?
There's a lot of people talking about Latin and Greek. I don't understand.
We just started.
They're talking about meter. You have to do the reading, and they do care about pronunciation, according to Louise Ruth, but apparently not where Slopstache went to school.
No, they did. They did, and I was pretty good at that part.
Oh yeah, how do you pronounce the word for knife?
I don't remember the word for knife.
It's Gladys, right? Gladius.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's a sword.
Well, yeah,
That's
in
a sword.
Latin. Yeah.
Gladius is sword in Latin, and Gladys is the nosy neighbor who's always spying on Samantha and
Fun fact.
Dick Sargent or Dick York, depending on which era of Bewitched we're talking about.
Gladius also is what is it? It's also means penis.
Yeah,
it's slang for penis.
It's slang for your dang dong. Slang for your wang.
Yeah. Slang for your wang.com.
Wiener joke. Is that the first wiener joke you made today? I think it might be. We talked
about
pee-wee peeing, but we didn't talk about wieners directly, specifically.
We didn't talk about wieners weeing.
Right. We talked about the results of a wiener.
We did. That is true. That's
the desserts.
What?
The desserts. The outcomes. Desserts means outcomes, you know? Like just desserts.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I didn't know if I realized. I don't know if I realized that.
Louise Ruth has a good point though. What isn't slang for dick?
Yeah.
Right? Am I right?
Yeah. You are.
I'm not. Louise Ruth is though. I'm not the one who said that. Can't take credit. Will you? Oh my god! Are you gonna take 20 minutes to cut this onion up now?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it really fast because I'm not gonna use that much. I don't think.
I just want to see you eat this slop. Get it over with.
Yeah.
Not really.
Why?
Well, we gotta end the show. We did start late, so we're not really late yet. But we got about.
We're gonna be late in about 4 minutes. We got 4 minutes. We can do this.
Louisa has trivia. Louisa Ruth says trivia. I was so bad at reading Latin that by my senior year, my professor gave up on me. He said, "You should be better at reading than this." And I don't know why you're not. No more reading after that. What? That's not trivia. That's just a sad story about how your professor's an asshole who didn't support you.
Yeah.
What do you...
I had a...
Huh?
No, what?
No, nothing.
That was like... Because I was originally a... Well, no, it's fine. I just had that one professor because I was in physics, and I said I wanted to be a double major in physics and classics, and he said, "Well, you can choose. It's either us or them." So I said, "All right."
How do they get to say that? They don't get to make that choice.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. That's just what happened.
I think that was a toxic professor you had.
Yeah, I think that is true. He was, paying me $5 an hour, $5.15 an hour to be a graduate student.
Yeah, but in 2003,
or not graduate student.
In 2002, that was like $6 an hour.
Yeah, exactly. You get it.
So it was only like $2 less than minimum wage, not $3.
Yeah, I wonder how this onion is.
Does it have a good taste to it? Does it have a crunch?
Yeah, pretty good.
Does that onion have a good crunch?
It does. It's good. It's sweet. It's not too sweet. That's a good onion. That is a good onion. I love onion. I love white onion. I love red onion. Sweet onions. I love stinky onions.
Oh, the trivia question is, what isn't slang for dick?
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
That's a trick question, because anything can be a slang for a dick. Like, for instance, you could say, "Oh man, I just got kicked right in the onion." You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Give me any word. Give me any word. Give me a word, Slopstache. Any word.
Oh, knife.
Oh, that's easy, because I could just be like, "Oh, I just got kicked right in the knife." That's easy.
Is it always just gonna be you got kicked into something?
Well, just any context. Or man, that
Like, I
dude's
got
got
kicked
a
in the-
big knife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or I got kicked in the block of cheese,
Yeah, right in the block of cheese.
or the pizza, kicked right in the pizza.
Right in the pizza. Oh, right in the pizza slice. Stump the Slopstache question from Ludlow Vert.
Oh boy.
What are two Mediterranean islands whose names are derived from their sizes in relation to each other? You have 10 seconds.
I feel like I should know that. Something.
I will give you 10 more seconds.
The Greek islands?
They are Mediterranean islands.
The Mediterranean islands. I don't know. I give up. I'm stumped. Is it a good one?
It was Mallorca and Menorca.
That makes sense.
So, like, you could be like, "Oh,
That
I got
makes
kicked right in the Mallorca."
Yeah.
Or if you wanted to tease somebody, you could say, "Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Don't sneak up on me! What are you doing?" Luna just snuck right into the studio and just scared the hell out of me. What? Oh, are you using sweet onions or non-sweet onions? Louisa Ruth wants to know.
I don't know. It's impossible to tell for me at the store anymore what I'm getting. So I think they're sweet onions though. They tasted like they were pretty sweet.
All right, you got that slot plated? Oh man.
Yeah. How does this look?
God damn.
It looks pretty good, right? All right.
Did it just make you throw up in your mouth a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
How does it taste?
No, it's good. It's pretty good. I can't really tell what I'm eating. The onion helps me define it a little bit better. Like it gives me something to hold on to, you know. Like I can say, like, oh, that is definitely an onion that I'm eating. But everything else is just kind of a it's unknown. I don't know what happened to the egg in there. Maybe that cooked. Maybe it didn't. Maybe that's what I'm seeing in here. I don't know. Everything's kind of mushy. But it's not bad. I would eat this for dinner.
How many salivary
gonna be my
glands do you
dinner.
get? How many salivary glands out of 4? Out of 4 salivary glands, how many does it receive?
This is a solid 2.5 salivary glands.
Would you serve that to your family?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
just
wouldn't.
watch out. Here I come. Thanksgiving's coming up. Y'all just get ready.
Well,
I'm gonna go for seconds. That's pretty good.
steaming up.
Do you
on
think
there.
you would? Do you think I could convince the execs at Taco Bell to put this on the menu?
They probably already have it on the menu, to be honest.
No, they probably took it off already. You saw how much they.
Are they doing that for real?
they flaunt it.
What are they doing? Why are they doing that? I think it's because of COVID. I
Yeah.
think they can't get ingredients or something.
Hmm.
Aren't there a bunch of food supply problems there? I don't know. It seems like you can get your hands on anything, though.
Yeah, I'm not having any trouble.
Is that stuff more expensive?
What's up?
Just food products? My mom was saying that bacon is like getting expensive and like steak and stuff is getting expensive. I don't know. Not
I don't
where you
know.
are?
I mean, honestly, I could function very easily without eating any meat.
That's not the question I
I
asked
don't
you.
really care.
I asked you if the
I know, I just
prices
don't-
are going up.
I mean, I honestly, I don't even buy that much meat. I don't know about bacon. Is bacon good? Is it expensive? Probably.
I want to do something.
Buying, like,
Well,
when you're buying like an onion and then some,
and some butthole sausage.
Some butthole sausage, it's it's not breaking the bank.
Well, that's why you come to the Slopstache for these kinds of literally cheap ass recipes. Cheap ass recipes. I want to do something we've never done before. I want you to do a slop test, which means I want you to get that slop and slop it on a plate and see how it slops. Can you do that?
Yeah, let me put this in the compost real quick.
That's some good Foley you got going on there. I want to know. Let's also be quiet. I want to hear the slop splat too. So here we go.
It's slowly going.
Oh, that is sloppy. Oh, God. All right, that passes the slop test. All right, well there we go. That's the Slopstache's Upton surprise, and the surprise is it doesn't taste that bad. Upton's butthole surprise. Well,
I honestly don't know what I just ate. Also,
it's probably a salivary gland.
it was a long salivary gland.
Well, everybody, this was an episode. We'll be back in 4 weeks with the next Slopstache Live. But in the meantime, we will be having Slopless in Seattle every Monday night at 9:30 p.m. We hope you'll join us. I'm also trying to goad Slopstache into doing 5-minute slop segments on my broadcast every Sunday night, 11 p.m. Eastern U.S. time on my channel, youtube.com/noncompete. So maybe we can talk Slopstache into doing it. It is not. You just don't check your Google Hangouts, I guess, because I probably sent you that message like 4 or 5 times now, saying that if you want to come and do like a 5 or 10 minute slop segment. You even asked me a question. You said, what do you want me to do? And I said, I don't know. You could talk about news stories, or you could show us your slop, or you could just, do whatever you feel like doing. And it wouldn't take you that much time to do it either. You just pop on, make everybody happy, get a few more subscribers to your channel.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even tell you. Sorry. This is the end of the episode, and now I'm telling you. We got gifted a garden this week.
What the hell are you talking about?
A garden plot.
You're a landowner now?
Yep. I mean, we don't own it for sure. I mean, we rent. But there's a spot next to the door that we can use to grow vegetables and fruits and
What, are you going to make that a segment now? Garden segment? Garden videos?
Maybe. Garden slop.
I think you should do it. Maybe that could be some of the videos that you film. Maybe you could do a farm to table series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, farm to slop.
Yeah, farm to table to slop. Farm to slop table. Farm to slop. You'll workshop the name. Do that. Mm-hmm. So everybody keep subscribed to the channel. Don't unsubscribe. Keep watching the videos. You'll see them in your... Click the bell notifications. And maybe you'll see the Slopstache on some spreadcasts if we can talk them into it. And then also... Monday night, 9:30 p.m. Be there, be square. We're going to do the next Slopless in Seattle. It's going to be the first time I've done one from a remote location, so we'll have lots of wonderful tech problems, I'm sure. But for now, what are we going to play out with? How about this?
Is it jazzy?
No,
it is.
It's spooky. It's Halloween time. It's October.
Yes.
So in the show now, Slopstache, you got it in the show now.
Oh, it's my turn. I didn't know it was my turn.
It's your show.
Okay, so yeah, thanks for attending, everyone. We did a good job of making a layered bean dip, or lasagna that was made from a lot of different organ meats that are not normally consumed specifically by humans. So, thank you for joining us in masking this flavor and smell.
Oh yeah, this is also,
it's
by the
been-
way, this is our Halloween special too. So
Is it-
happy
okay. Yeah, it was very-
Halloween!
Yeah, this is coming out on Halloween.
The next time that you watch Slopstache, we might be in the middle of a civil war because it's going to be after the election. So
Yeah.
we might be having to report to you next time from the trench kitchen, the Slopstache trench kitchen.
Yeah, it'll be a whole new segment. Maybe it'll be on a different day. Maybe it'll be every day because we have to give nightly updates.
From the
These
bunker.
are all things that could happen. So, have fun. Enjoy. Look back on these times fondly.